It was so embarrassing. Floyd, you're 50 years old. You're a legend in the sport. I've stood up for you in countless interviews. I know life is hard. I know life is expensive. But come on, dude, put your legacy first. Nobody wants to remember you like this. And it gets worse. Your jeweler filed a lawsuit against you in Miami. And many are saying you're gonna have to sell off your assets. I hate seeing this happen, bro. As I've always said, it's hard to make money, but it's even harder to keep it.
You say you want to take this sport serious. Then take it serious. What is this? This is not a popularity contest.
Oscar De La Hoya has recently sparked controversy by talking about Floyd Mayweather and his financial condition, claiming he may have suffered major losses and could even be facing bankruptcy.
I've never in my entire life seen somebody truly believe they're absolutely killing it while they're actually doing jack shit.
Floyd Mayweather, known as Money Mayweather, made his name not only by staying undefeated in boxing, but also through record-breaking pay-per-view success, making him one of the highest-earning athletes in sports history. But after retirement, his lifestyle has often been questioned because of his expensive spending and major business ventures.
It gets worse. Your jeweler filed a lawsuit against you in Miami. And many are saying you're gonna have to sell off your assets.
Oscar De La Hoya has claimed that Floyd Mayweather is returning to boxing because of money problems rather than a real love for the sport.
The reason why he's crawled out of his rock, he needs money.
You think he needs money?
Absolutely.
He's always flossy.
It's absolutely, he needs money.
You think he's going
Once
broke?
again, come on. Fighters like that always go.
Floyd Mayweather is well known for showing off his wealth, owning many luxury mansions, and even buying multiple identical cars in the same colors. But behind this flashy lifestyle, there are rising concerns about his spending habits and his long-term financial stability.
Who everyone else gets their stuff from. And he told me, and I'm not going to say who it is, but he's like, Mayweather's broke. I said, no. He's like, no, really, Mayweather's broke. Now, I don't know if it's true.
Right.
This is what this guy told me. I'm like, how could he be broke? He's like, yo, he spends like crazy.
Yeah.
Spends like
I
crazy.
mean, it only could go but so long. I mean, and you're not fighting.
Yeah.
Because I don't see Mayweather even doing any goofy shit like that.
But you would think that your investments would continue to grow.
Right.
As long as you keep your spending under wraps. Like right now, like I could retire right now. This could be my last interview ever.
Right.
And with my investments, I invested into a lot of great companies like Google and Amazon and Tesla over the years, and those companies have all grown and continue to grow, right? And I could actually borrow money against my stock portfolio without even selling my stocks.
Right.
He said to me, how can he be broke, then answered himself saying he spends money very fast and keeps spending like that, which cannot last forever, especially when he is not actively fighting. He also mentioned that smart investments should keep growing if spending is controlled, explaining that he could retire any time and still rely on his investments since he has put money into major companies like Google, Amazon, and Tesla, which have continued to grow over time and even allow borrowing against stocks without selling them. In earlier talks, Oscar De La Hoya also compared Floyd Mayweather with Mike Tyson, saying both made huge money in their careers, but ended up with very different financial situations after retirement.
Not fighting anymore, so that big money's not coming in. Look at what happened to Mike Tyson. He made what, $500 million?
Right.
You think you can spend $500 million overnight? Absolutely.
You can't.
I doubt he'll ever step into that ring. Floyd's a big freaking.
He called Canelo the easiest win of his career.
Yeah, because he was 21 years old.
Right.
Of course. If I fought Ryan Garcia, who's 19 years old, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna beat him easy because of my experience.
So fight him in his prime, he goes down, you see.
Joe Rogan has also pointed out Floyd Mayweather's spending habits, saying his lifestyle needs a steady flow of money to keep going, and suggested that even though he earned huge amounts, his expenses remain very high and continuous.
Even as much money as he's made in his career, which he's probably made as much, if not more money than any boxer ever. Like, there's all these lawsuits. Like, he hasn't been paying things, and he owes money on this and owes money on that. And it's like, and then he's got to come out of retirement.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough. I think it's just the lifestyle that Floyd lived.
Yes.
I think he can't fathom to just live a modest lifestyle. It's like he got to be lavish.
Right. He's got to have those videos where he shows you all the watches, where he opens the case up, you know.
All the money. You got to show that he got $1 million in his backpack. And, you know, he got the latest watch and the latest car, and look what I just bought.
And when you get into latest watches and latest cars, you get into that shit, Like, boy, that money goes quick.
Yeah.
Bugattis are like 3 million. There's watches that are 3-5 million. That's crazy.
Oscar De La Hoya recently criticized Floyd Mayweather for avoiding a rematch with Manny Pacquiao, saying he should stop protecting his undefeated record because it is not genuine.
News on Mayweather Pacquiao potentially falling apart. I mean, I have to say this. Mayweather, come on, dude. Fight a real fight. You're still trying to protect your O? Yes, you're 50-0 on paper, but people know you've lost.
Oscar De La Hoya has recently brought back old controversy by saying that Floyd Mayweather did not clearly win their 2007 fight, and that many people believed he should have been the real winner. He also claimed that Floyd Mayweather Sr. once admitted Oscar performed better in that match, which has added more tension to their long-standing rivalry.
Father said you lost against me back when we fought. And what's crazy is that people don't know that we had a rematch clause for 1 year. And what do? Your pussy ass retires for 1 year and 1 day. Bro, ever since I got beat up by Manny Pacquiao in my last fight, I've wanted to fight every single day, but I couldn't because I wasn't right. Physically, emotionally, I just wasn't right. All that depression, all that shit that I had within my spirit. But now these last 5 years, I've put in the work, man. Woo! I did a lot of work and I feel happy. I feel at peace. And you know what? A man at peace is a dangerous man.
Many critics believe Floyd Mayweather is calling big fights exhibitions on purpose more as a promotional move than a real sporting choice. They argue this helps him avoid pressure, protect his undefeated record, and manage public expectations, while turning any controversy into hype around his name.
People say that Floyd may be playing like another game, basically just trying to build up the anticipation for this fight by saying like, oh, well, maybe I'll commit to it, maybe I won't. This is typical Mayweather gamesmanship. Do you think that that's true?
What's new for Mayweather? Like, even in our first fight, it's getting hard. He's changing his mind. That's not good. You need to have word of honor and commitment. To honor your commitment.
You really have had the patience of a saint. We know that first time it took like 5 years at least to get Floyd into the ring.
At least 5 years to took that fight for a lot of alibis and bring like that. So this time there's no reason for alibis or mixed excuses because we both signed already the
Oscar De La Hoya has recalled that his major fight with Floyd Mayweather produced record-breaking financial success, with the pay-per-view event alone earning around $400 million in one night. The bout became one of the biggest commercial events in boxing history, gaining worldwide attention and setting new records in the sport. He highlighted that the fight showed the massive popularity of both fighters and proved how boxing has turned into a major entertainment industry driven by pay-per-view revenue, sponsorship deals, and global fan interest.
Again, it's like that rivalry, the villain and the good guy, And Floyd, this is where Floyd is smart. He knows how to play that villain guy,
And you're promoting the fight.
And I'm promoting the fight.
Yeah.
And I'm promoting the fight. And I have double duty, and it's very distracting. I'm an old 33-year-old boxer, but I still want to fight the best. I still want to create mega.
Oscar De La Hoya acknowledges that Floyd Mayweather is very smart as a promoter and has an unmatched ability to generate huge revenue, but he believes Floyd focused more on controlling his public image and maximizing earnings, rather than always taking the toughest and most dangerous fights available.
0.4 million buys on pay-per-view.
Right. It's
how much money did that generate?
At the time, it was the record-setting pay-per-view. I think we generated something like close to, all in, close to 400 million. Yeah, in one night.
50 Cent also supported Oscar De La Hoya and earlier predicted that Floyd Mayweather would return to boxing even before it was officially announced, saying the comeback would likely be driven more by money than love for the sport. He added that Mayweather's repeated exhibition fights and returns increase this belief among critics, who feel he continues using his name for high-paying events even after retirement, and according to him, financial pressure could be an important reason behind any return. despite Floyd's public claims of being fully wealthy and independent.
You didn't promote that fight with Mayweather. Would you have pulled out?
Probably. Yeah, probably. Because there was too much, put the money aside. For me, it's about pride. For me, it was about, man, I want to have a winning chance.
Stephen A. Smith has strongly criticized Floyd Mayweather exhibition fights, saying they reduce the legacy he built during his professional career. He also questioned the quality of opponents in these events, arguing they are not serious challengers and do not test him in a real competitive way. According to him, these fights are more focused on entertainment and money, rather than real sport, which can give fans the wrong idea about boxing standards. However, Floyd Mayweather Jr. continues to attract huge audiences despite all the criticism.
When you make yourself like we got issues over here, he's still the best fighter out there. Until somebody beat him, that's who he is.
Do you think he should step back in the ring?
I think he got to right now because the money gone.
So the money's really gone?
Yeah, that's what you think. It's get the money, spend the money.
All that money?
And it took been 2 years.
So is it just his overhead is so high on a day-to-day, month-to-month? Like
I don't even want to talk about it. Like with the lifestyle, that money's gone. Trust me. Now it's like you call him, he'll be at your local hosting in a nightclub because you need that action.
On top of that, earlier reports have indicated that Floyd Mayweather has dealt with several tax-related issues with the Internal Revenue Service over the years, including large tax liens and unpaid amounts going back to 2015. One of the most widely reported cases involved a multi-million-dollar tax bill linked to his massive earnings that year, which raised questions about how his finances were being handled despite his huge career. More recently, additional IRS filings and notices have reportedly appeared, suggesting that disputes over unpaid taxes may have continued in later years as well.
You like to make money. You're never going to stop making money. Very, very few people on the planet know how to make money like you know how to make money. But some of this stuff has got to stop. You want to get Conor McGregor in the ring for an exhibition match? All right, that's fine. Conor sold that. It was great marketing. He's not a boxer, but hey, he was a knockout artist in the UFC. I get it. When you're great, when you're elite, not just anybody deserves to be in your pristine space. And what I mean by that is I'm not talking about on the street or anything like that. Boxing is your thing.
These ongoing financial and legal concerns have increased public debate about Floyd Mayweather money management, especially given his well-known habit of showing off wealth and living a very luxury-focused lifestyle. Critics say these patterns may point to financial pressure or weak money discipline, while his supporters argue that he still holds major assets and that tax issues are not unusual for people with very high incomes.
He's hilarious. His spending habits are hilarious. I love him. And he's got like a whole fleet just in white. He's like, white is right. I got a bunch of.
He's got other colors too, though, man.
Yeah, he does.
Gang of cars.
So when
he
owe that money to the IRS, why don't you just give him a few cars?
Because he went so deep, so
How much does he owe?
Well, it's more than you want to pay.
Yeah.
It's in the $20+ million range.
It's a lot of money, man.
But it's not something that he's been, it's not like deception.
No.
It's just neglect to pay.
Neglect. And it's also like, I think, and there is like a truth to this. He makes so much money. There's probably a point when they're like, hey, it's time to pay your taxes. And you go like, all right, here's a check for $25 million. That's an incredible amount of money. And then they go, that's true, but you owe 50 more. And he's just like, that can't be right. I've given you $25 million.
Yeah, like what?
Yeah, like what are you talking about, man?
He's bought over 100 luxury cars from the same dealer and always pays in cash.
Hilarious.
Boxing analyst Wade Plemon has caused speculation after posting an alleged Ring magazine announcement claiming that Floyd Mayweather will face Greek kickboxer and martial artist Mike Zambides in an exhibition fight set for June in Athens, Greece. He also criticized the matchup, calling it meaningless, and suggested that Mayweather keeps accepting fights like this because he is under financial pressure, saying it looks like he is desperate for money.
Trust the news. There's no such thing as fake. I'm working for ESPN. We're broadcasting the Mayweather-McGregor fight live. And to this day, they will tell you that's a record. That's the biggest fight ever. That thing was sold out. That place was... People were dressed up as empty seats, and I mean thousands of people. No. I bought my mother's ticket that day. That day, my mother decides that she wants to go to the fight. So I'm in there, and I'm telling the world that this place is sold out because that's what's on the screen. It's not even close. This isn't like, oh, it's pretty much this isn't. There's thousands of empty seats. That was the first time that in my own life I ever just, wow, fake news is real.
Wow.
And then Mayweather and McGregor, they wanted a rematch. They were begging. They were doing more media trying to get a rematch than they did leading into the first match. And the guys that wrote the checks.
It's such two big draws. They promoted it so
It's
well.
all anybody's talking about.
Yeah, there's still a number.
Yeah.
I mean, no matter how big a draw is, there's still a number. If this guy got 100 million, this guy got 100 million, then you got to advertise it, promote it. You got to bring
It's the guarantees that kill everything. If they were just getting percentages, then obviously everybody would.
You're saying the seats were empty. I can understand it not making the money, but the seats being empty seems seems
peculiar.
Crazy.
Yeah, and there's nothing in the world where you have a pay-per-view hit that didn't have a live audience hit. Like if your live audience is your first focus group, isn't sold out, you didn't do pay-per-view numbers.
Sure.
But boxing will still claim that to this day. They still to this day claim that that's number one. And if you want to be the biggest pay-per-view in boxing history, all you have to do is claim it.
Oscar De La Hoya also pointed out what he sees as a double standard, saying that Floyd Mayweather criticizes fighters like Ryan Garcia as YouTubers while also benefiting from influencer-driven audiences in his own post-retirement career. He has been very critical of Mayweather's approach to boxing, arguing that his focus on money over legacy has changed the sport's direction. De La Hoya claims that Floyd's strong money-focused image has shifted boxing away from its traditional values and says his exhibition fights against influencers and YouTubers are more about entertainment and attracting viewers than real competition.
I like to laugh at people's downfall, but this is just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And we need to talk about how Floyd Mayweather is legitimately going broke, folks. And I there's no other way to say it than that, because Floyd has announced another exhibition set to take place this year before he fights Manny Pacquiao, which is already going to be, assume, a massive fight because it's going to be on Netflix. He has an exhibition with Mike Tyson planned in April or May, and now he has a fight against Greek kickboxer and martial artist Mike Zambides. I don't even know what to say about any of this. It's going to be in June. It's in Athens, Greece. And it's the third fight of the year for a Floyd Mayweather that is clearly going broke. And it's not just, and if you guys didn't see the video I did talking about Floyd coming back to fight Mike, this is not me sensationalizing. This is the truth.
Do you think Floyd Mayweather financial choices and career decisions are being misread by the public, or do you think the criticism has some truth behind it? Share your opinion in the comments.